I'm Brenda.
And I'm Christy. We're two friends from high school who are connecting and reconnecting over music and memories.
Welcome to Normal Bias Podcast.
We're glad you're here.
Hey, y'all. Hey, welcome back to Normal Bias Podcast. It's Brenda and Christy and you, and we're glad you're here.
One of these days we'll remember to bring our nice warm drink, but you guys, today is Tuesday and it's Monday. Oh, it feels like it's been 2 days.
Yes, it has.
Today is Monday and we're trying to get some things recorded for y'all for this month before we get into holiday parties and all the things, because I don't know about you, but that for us starts this week. So we have stuff the next couple of weeks when we normally record. But yeah, so Brenda and I were just sitting here catching up and talking about what we talked about last time. So we're going to follow up on that. And Brenda's youngest son, Matt, turned 16 this weekend. And you're going to tell us about that because that ties into everything we were going to talk about anyway. So we're going to take it away.
Okay, I will. So Christy and I have talked about, which you guys will get to listen to soon, 5 love languages. No. What?
They've already heard it.
Oh my gosh, you've already heard it. That's right. Oh my gosh. You've already heard it. You heard our episode on 5 love languages.
Being ahead, you guys. We're used to being let's hurry up and get this out.
Yes. So in that episode, we talk about the 5 love languages. And if you don't know what they are, if you haven't heard the episode yet, acts of service is one, quality of time, gift giving,
physical touch,
and
words of affirmation.
Yes, and words of affirmation. Thank you. Mm-hmm. And so fun thing is at work, so we talked about also, spending so much time with my work people, when I wondered what their love languages were. And so I sent them an email with the test and they took it, and we really laughed out loud because some of them we were not surprised. Some of them we were surprised at how little or how much that thing was. But one that was really not surprising, but one that we had in common was gift giving. So I have 5 people on my team. One person is out sick. So it was 4 of us that took the test. And I would say that the majority of us, we like giving gifts, not so much the receiving gifts. That's not how we accept love. Mm-hmm. So it was fun. And 2 of them, I think, had done it before. And they were like, oh, I already know mine. But I think it had changed a little bit. And it had changed a little bit for me, too. I was kind of surprised. Not a lot, just like a teeny bit.
So what's the main way that you receive love?
So the main way that I receive love is quality of time. Quality of time. And the very next one, I'll see if I can find the percentages, was physical touch. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, no. I'm wrong. Words of affirmation was my first one. That's where it changed. My it used to be quality of time and physical touch were my top 2, but it's changed. So here I am. I have words of affirmation, physical touch, acts of service, which acts of service is how I show love. Quality time and receiving gifts was at the bottom at 7%.
I'm not surprised by any of that. That's really cool.
So yes,
your work peeps, because I think that especially if you've never worked in education, it's just a different kind of a work family. And there are a lot of happies. There are a lot of gatherings and things like that, because you have to find things to celebrate, to mm-hmm. Be on track emotionally. And you have to spend a lot of time looking for the happy. So I think a lot of us, in education, you do that with giving gifts, whether it's a bottle of water or something like a hand sanitizer in somebody's box, or whatever, or happy notes, or
mm-hmm. I'm big on the happy notes.
Mhm.
So yes, I love doing just what you said, putting a note in someone's box or a piece of candy. Chocolate is really big in education. Like just a little piece of chocolate just can turn your day around.
Mhm.
So definitely like giving the gifts and thinking of little things to, yes, make someone smile or make someone laugh or make someone happy. But receiving the gifts sometimes is just really hard. With that, I'm going to segue a little into my weekend with Matthew. He turned 16, and gosh, I don't know, maybe this summer he started talking about Matthew loves his birthday. And I love that about Matthew. I he loves his day. He loves to celebrate it. And so I guess in the summer he's like, "Hey, I really would like to go to Six Flags with my friends." And I said, "Oh, that would be fun." But of course, in the back of my head, I knew it'll probably be him and maybe one other person because we'd have to travel far and gosh, it's the tickets just alone to Six Flags is a lot. We'd have to get a hotel. So, but he was okay with that. He was like, okay. So I guess 2 months ago, I thought of this place that's just 30 minutes from here. It's called Lake Houston Wilderness Park and it has camping. And I remember us going there when he was very little. It was a family outing weekend thing. And it was a lodge you can screened it, kind of glamping, screened in lodge. You can sleep inside, but still do the outdoor activities and such. So he and I visited it. And I said, if we got this, you can invite whoever you want and we can make our own meals and it would just be fun. And so he's like, I want to do that. So that is what we did. And so as a gift, he got the whole weekend with his friends and it was more of an experience was the gift. And I just kept I know they made a ton of memories. They laughed so much and just, they really had quality time hanging out together that, of course it's 2020. These are teenagers of 2021. So we had electricity because they had to bring their phones so they could plug it in. And we did have a laptop so they could watch some football. But other than that, they really were not on their phones at all. They really spent time together. And so I've noticed a few people I know have been talking about this Christmas giving experiences as a gift. We got to eat. Someone did the Van Gogh thing exhibit that's going on right now at the, I think, Fine Arts Museum. So when we were there this weekend, I thought that is really a great gift. And I kept thinking of who could I give an experience to next?
Mhm.
Because there's nothing we physically that we need. I mean, there's things we'd want, but he just has a million memories in his little heart and his little head that I think will last forever. Yeah.
I love that. And I love the idea of, I think we've talked about this before. So we have we have such an interesting extended family that our kids have 7 grandparents living. And so when they were actually all speaking to us, it was a lot, like Christmas and birthdays and stuff got to be like, you just got a lot of stuff. And when people, one of the things, like when we live in a small house, we're not minimalists, but we live in a small house. Our kids have always shared a room. So there's only so much stuff your kids can get. And when people don't know your kids and they buy them big stuff and lots of stuff, it's kind of just stuff. And so that was one of the things that we used to ask for, like trips to the zoo, like for kids, trips to the zoo. And one year, my James's stepmom, and they gave us the sweetest gift. They gave us a year of experiences. So every quarter we took a day trip with them,
Oh.
and like we did. And it's very typical of our family that we only did the first 3 quarters and didn't actually finish the year. But it was such a sweet idea. So like we went to NASA in February with them. We went to um we went to the Thinkery in Austin. The kids were still at that age. And then we met my sister-in-law and her husband there before they had a daughter, and had a day together as a family, and like, had Amy's ice cream and did really fun things. And then I guess, I think maybe that time we may have stayed in a hotel. I feel like we did. I feel like we went to the Domain. Anyway, we had that Austin trip. And then for the third one, we went to Schlitterbahn in Galveston. And it was fun. It gave us a day or a weekend to spend just with Gogo and Angus, and enjoy them. And they got to really see our kids a lot and to get to know them a little bit better. And I think that's one of the best Christmas gifts we've ever received as a family. And I love, like, we have a niece who's, I think Charlotte's 3 now. I don't know. But we, like, for her birthday, like, we gave them a zoo membership. And I think things like that are really good for little kids. And like for our parents, one of the things that I like to give James's stepmom and her husband, they don't need anything, but I like to give them movie tickets.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, like
that's a good one.
Yeah, and even restaurant, like for their birthday, they share a birthday. So for their birthday, we gave them bought them a gift card for a restaurant that they like. So and I don't know, and I know you want to talk about gift cards too, because people have a lot of feelings about that. But I just think that sometimes the gift of choice and the gift of time, for a lot of kids and a lot of families, is a great gift. So I am all for those things.
Yes, I agree. I'd always been in a habit since the boys were little, because Matt does have a December birthday and Alex has a February birthday, that I would used to get those paper Target bags with the handle, which I don't see anymore, but they'd each get one, and we'd go through the toys and the books and see if there's anything that we could donate, because we anticipated, receiving gifts. So we've always been in that habit. And now with Alex being gone and, it's just Matt, like, we are trying to not have so much stuff. So having an experience to me is just so nice too, because there's nothing to put away or think about where it's going to be. And so my birthday this year, my neighbor said, "What do you want to do for your birthday?" And so we went to an escape room. So that's another idea for an experience. And we love doing that with them. It's just kind of been our thing. And it was so much fun. Alex came in, he met us there, and we went. And it was actually the first picture was Joy for our photo a day. And that's the picture I chose of us winning or escaping our room. But, and for $30, which is, you may spend a little less or a little more on a gift, I'm telling you, like, I laughed so hard. Like, it was just so much fun. And I thought that was just a really great way to spend my birthday.
And one thing about that too, that I like the way that you do that with your friends, is you're not tied to, it has to be on your birthday or on your birthday week. That's one of the things, especially dealing with older family members, if they don't understand that you can give someone an experience, but it doesn't have to be what they do on their birthday. It doesn't have to be what they do Christmas week. Like, it's sweet to give, like, that you guys had a few weeks later after you've done all the birthday stuff and you're heading into a busy season, you guys took time out and did the escape room. So I think it's totally cool to give someone an experience in December that they don't redeem until February or whenever it works for them and for you, because you're going to see each other at the holidays.
Yes.
We just spend quality time with each other doing the experience. Maybe, I don't know. I like that, like, having so many older family members involved in the gift giving for so long. Like, I think about, like, I have this soundtrack in my head of all of the so yeah.
So yes. So speaking of all this gift giving and experience and whatnot, something I've noticed, and I'm not going to call out any people because it makes me laugh, and you know who you are.
Now I want to know who they are.
I want to talk about gift cards, because in education and just in general, I think, gift cards over the last, let's say 10 years have become just very popular, a gift to give. Because if you don't know what to get someone, you at least know somewhere they like to eat or they like to shop. But three people, I won't give any clues, but three people I know have
You're
have
gonna have to
posted
send me some names after this.
have posted pictures of the stack of gift cards. And I'm like, one had to be like 2 inches, like if you measured the stack of gift cards that they've had for years. Like they just add to the stack. And I I just have to say, I don't know how you do that, because as soon as I get a gift card, and I told Christy earlier, is that it is spent. Last year, our PTO gave us $25 for Amazon. And as soon as they gave it to me, I said, thank you so much. She's like, yeah. They were going around passing them out. By the time they left the school, I had already have my Amazon thing on the way.
So I'm gonna go back. Like these people that have the stacks of gift cards, like are these like, they're like the $25, the 100 that came on them, or is there like $4.76 on this Barnes and Noble and 13.14 on this Academy? Like are they just haven't touched them, or they just
Two of the people I am talking about have not touched these gift cards. They have not used them at all. Y'all, this is like money, free money. Like, can you imagine all of that? Like I said, I don't have a whole lot of extra spending money. So whenever I get a gift card, I am like, okay, when am I going to spend this? Or can I do it online?
I'm so curious, like what about like what are they thinking? Like, are they in a totally different financial situation than I am? That like $25 at Target is nothing to them, or do they have that that mindset of, well, it's only $25 and what I want is $40, and like, you know what I mean? Like some people like to like. I'm so curious. I bet there's a million different reasons that people save gift cards. I am not a gift card saver. Like you give me money, I am gonna spend it.
I am not. Me too. I will spend it. Now,
I've already put it in my head. Like, name a store. I can tell you what I would buy for $25.
There's one person at work who she doesn't like Starbucks, and that's the popular one for parents to give a teacher. And so she mentioned that she had several of these Starbucks cards, and she didn't know what she was going to do with them. And I'm like, you don't use it, I'll use it. I'll trade you. I'll see what I have. Or, yeah. So I think she ended up actually trading with someone else who had some gift cards that they could trade. But I was like, oh my gosh, you've just been sitting on these. I mean, like, even if you don't drink coffee, they have some like a chocolate croissant heated up from Starbucks. Oh, so good. Or there's some sandwiches. There's food things. I don't know. I am not that person. If you are brave enough to admit that you are a gift card keeper, I refrain from saying hoard. I think hoard is just a word I don't like to use, but
I think it's more.
I mean,
they're saving. I think they're
saver.
savers.
Gift card saver.
I'm not a saver. You can check my bank accounts, and I mean, it will not take you very long to find proof in my life that I am not a saver. But like Casey, she's a saver. So she will, she'll save gift cards because she tends to like pricier stuff like Madewell and things like that. So she'll save gift cards until she has enough to get what she wants for like free or for close to free. Sorry, I feel I can hear our Roomba like trying to get in the room. First it was the cats, now it's the Roomba, and I'm like,
Oh, I love the Roomba. That is one of my friends. But yeah, so I want to know too, like what's the reason you're saving them? I think one of the people that I know maybe isn't a big shopper, but still, I would love to take them by the hand and say, let's spend the day and spend as much of those gift cards as we can.
Challenge accepted, right? How fun would that
right
be? I love spending other people's
money. Wouldn't that be so fun? So fun. And even if I don't like to have a balance on a gift card, so I'll spend a little over, like $5 to $10 over, just so I know I've spent it and can just
You know what that is? That's that OCD, because it's like an unchecked box, right? If you've got like 14 cents left on a Sonic gift card, I will say I will either give it to the person who works there and be like, "Hey, add this to your break money," or
Yeah.
or I'll give it to somebody that like collects gift cards. I try not to
Oh,
throw stuff. I try not to throw, like, even like 14 cents. I try not to throw it away, right? Because that's somebody's money.
yes.
And I wouldn't throw 14 cents away, but I don't want it in my wallet.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have 14 cents in my wallet, and I don't want a 14-cent gift card in my wallet.
Here is a great idea. If you're listening to this and you have a stack of gift cards, and let's take Starbucks. If you're not a coffee drinker, oh my gosh, how much fun would it be to take those Starbucks gift cards and just stand at the checkout and pay for people's coffee that come in? Oh my gosh, that would be so cool. You'd be doing some kindness and getting rid of those gift cards that are staring at you that you're not using. Why?
And if that feels like, if you're like, oh heck no, that's my money, then
Mm-hmm.
why don't you put on your like, I would put on my Instagram story like, hey, have $25 in Starbucks gift cards, we'll trade.
I have done that. Actually, I had that I had for a long time. Okay, but
Sure.
just one. It was for a massage that I'd won a year, two ago, because I do like a massage. I just never made the time to go and get the massage. So I called to see, make sure that the balance was still, if you could still use it. And then I posted it, I think probably work email or something, just saying, hey, I have this, I think it was $50, but I offered it. I was like, if anybody wants it, I'll give it to you if you want to buy it or trade it. I was like, we'll take, 40. And so there was a sweet girl that was pregnant, and she's like, I will take it. And she did. So she gave me the money. She Venmoed me $40.
See that, and then that was a win-win, right?
It was a win-win. Yes. Can't tell you what I did with the $40, but
If you're like, as soon as we get done recording, I've got to run to the grocery store and get guacamole and cat food and cat litter. So that's $40 right there. 40 bucks. You see how good my math is?
Yeah.
Three things. Probably I'll spend $40. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. All right, Normalizer. So are you a gift giver? Do you like receiving gifts? And maybe we've given you some gift giving ideas, but truly an experience is definitely, it sounds silly, but it's priceless, and it's the gift that keeps giving, with all the memories and just the things that you'll get to do with each other. So
I can't wait. It's going to be fun. I don't have a song in mind for this episode, but I can't wait to do some research, because that's going to be a fun one.
that will be fun. We'll have to think about it. I can't think of one off the top of my head either. They've kind of just popped in our heads the last few, but we'll see. I don't know.
So this episode will come out on December 17th, right? No,
Mm-hmm. Next week.
Friday's the 10th. Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So then the next day will be my birthday.
Oh my gosh, it sure will, on Saturday.
Yeah, and then a week from then will be Christmas Eve and Christmas, and then it'll be New Year's Eve, all the things. So lots
You
of
guys,
fun stuff coming down the pike, y'all.
there is, and wow, just take a deep breath. It's okay. It's going by so fast, but it's all worth it. It's all good.
It is. Just keep focused. And if you need help finding the joy, go do our photo a day, because it is so fun to see what people are posting, and even people who haven't done it before. It's been super fun. I really enjoyed it.
It has been super fun. Today is nice. I need to post something. Yeah. So I think I'm going to post a picture of someone that I know that's so nice.
Oh, okay. I can't wait to see this person.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, thanks. They might need it on this Monday.
Maybe they do. Maybe they do. That too. You can tell your people how you feel. Tell someone how, what they mean to you. That's also a gift.
Mm-hmm.
Write them a note, someone you haven't talked to, or someone that just pops in your head. They may need to hear from you too.
Or even somebody that you see every day. Like if you ever come over here, like you'll see, I've got like notes that people have sent in the mail, or like my people, like James and Casey, especially. Noble is not to an age where he writes me notes. But like sometimes even the people that you see every day, sometimes it's nice to put things in writing that you don't stop and say, like, I really appreciate when you blah blah blah, or I love when you always blah blah blah. Or you may not even realize it, but when you do this, it makes me feel. Don't do that for the crappy things. Don't put that stuff in writing. I'll say that stuff out loud and get it over with. But no hate mail. Just love notes. No hate mail.
Right.
All right. Well, go have a great evening.
Oh, yay. Well, you too. All right, y'all.
It's darker and darker in here, y'all. It's not even, it's what? It's 5 o'clock and it's like it's nighttime in my.
It's like 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
It's crazy. All right. So I gotta know. Tell me about those gift cards. How many do you have and why are you saving them? And when are we going to go shopping?
I'm thinking that like next weekend when we post this, like you need to be in the stories, Brenda, like drumming up some business for Brenda's shopping services.
Okay. Deal. I can't wait.
Have a great weekend.
All right, you guys. Bye.
See ya.
See ya.
Hey, y'all. Are you still watching? Are you still listening?
We're so glad that you're still with us. If you want to connect online, we're at www.normalbiaspodcast.com, or you can find us on Facebook or Instagram or YouTube. And our very favorite, if we made you a mixtape, we'd put all those songs on our Spotify playlist for you.
All the things.